Alex Revell, it's been a tough November, but it'd be nice to finish it on a high.
Yeah, it's a good game for us. I think we all love the FA Cup. I think that we've had, good memories in terms of in recent years. So we all know the importance of it for not only the club, but also as a player, you want to get through and you want to play against the biggest teams. It puts you in the spotlight. It makes careers, and it gives you the opportunity to play against the best players. So this is always a big round, this one, because you want to get through, because you know what could be. So everyone's excited. There's always that special buzz about the FA Cup still for us. So we're all looking forward to it. And like you say, hopefully we want to make sure that we end the month with a really strong performance.
Been a few frustrations amongst the fans. I guess it's understandable the way things have gone.
Yeah, because we haven't won as many games as what we want to win. I think that before we played Cambridge, we were in a really good place in terms of points and where that game would have taken us. And I think we had a really tough week, and we know that a week in football is a long time. And those results weren't good enough for where we want to be. And then since then we've obviously unbeaten, but we want to win games. We want to get more oohs and ahs, I think is the big thing at home. And that's been our big push. So we understand that we're frustrated. We know that in terms of our attacking, we need to improve. We want to get better. That's everyone. That's as a team. I think in recent years we've been fantastic in terms of set pieces, and we haven't had that same kind of goal scoring attributes to our game. But that's big players missing as well that contribute to that. When you lose your big centre halves and things, it does have an effect on set pieces. So we know that we've got to improve going forward. Defensively, we're always solid. We're the top 5 in the league for every defensive stat, but we can't survive on those. We have to make sure that we start creating more shots, more crosses. We absolutely need to do that, and we know that, and the players know that, and that's been a big push for the last few weeks to make sure that we start moving forward with that.
And everybody likes the cup, of course. It's that horrible round now, isn't it? Because the stakes are so high, or can be, if you get a plum third round tie.
Yeah, well, I think we felt that last year, didn't we, when we played Port Vale and we ended up obviously with a replay, and the amount of effort that replay took. The game was an incredible game in terms of how it swayed either way, and then obviously with the penalty. So it is a big game, and obviously last year we got the draw that obviously probably no one else wanted at the time, because they were Mansfield were flying, and it was a really tough draw that. But this year we want to make sure that we give ourselves the best opportunity. And we understand the importance of this cup for the football club, and everyone knows that. Like I said, we've had some unbelievable memories in the last 2 years, and none more so than obviously a Villa. So we know what can be achieved when you win in this round. So that has to be a really big focus for us.
What are your thoughts on the playoffs? I mean, you look at it, and I mean, obviously at this time of year, there's so many games to fit in anyway. But so it can work as a bonus. But there's been a lot of talk about it, hasn't there?
Yeah, well, I think because of the pile up of fixtures, I think when you play against the bigger teams, obviously it's always that argument that you want to replay if there's a draw. Because for us, if you even Villa, for instance, for that to get a draw back at home. Obviously more revenue for the football club, but also another opportunity to compete against that level of football. So I think in terms of now sitting here, I think the replays or cutting them out has probably helped us in terms, because we've had so many games. Now also with the international breaks, you also have to now fit them in on a Tuesday as well. So we've still got Birmingham that we haven't played yet that needs to be rescheduled. So I think that in terms of this, I think for us I think that it's one game. You know that you're going to go through or out in one game. So I think for us it's probably a good thing. probably until you draw against a big team, and then you want an opportunity. But we know the rules. We know what it's about, and we just have to make sure that we take care of it tomorrow. We always said in the first round we want to be in the next round. We didn't do it how we want to do it. No way. We didn't do well enough in that game, but we got through. Some teams didn't, and they're always tricky games, and we'll see more this weekend for sure. But it's about us now in the next round. Like I said earlier, putting in a performance that people want to see and that I want to see, which is big personalities, big performances from our big players coming out and showing what we are, and hopefully we see that tomorrow.
Mansfield it is. It's probably not a tie you'd have picked out if you had the choice, but you've beaten them once already this season.
Yeah, we went there and we put in a fantastic first half performance. We've watched that back. We went to watch them on Tuesday against Wycombe, and we know what a Cloughie team looks like. They're strong, they're solid, they work extremely hard for each other. They've got a real togetherness within them, and he's a manager that demands that, but also has had results. So it's always going to be a tough game. But again, FA Cup form, everything goes out the window, because we know full well that it's one game for us to make sure that come whatever it is after the game, whether that's penalties, whether that's winning, that we're in the next round, and we have to make sure that we are there, because again, I'll reiterate, we know the importance of the game, and not only for the football club but also for our own playing and our own kind of confidence. So we have to make sure that we're ready for that and the test that they'll bring, but also we'll also be a big test for them.
How's the squad?
Yeah, improving. Obviously, Dan Phillips is slowly getting back, which is good. It's great to see this morning we've had all of the injured boys, Kasky, Sweens and Charlie and Louis appear all training alongside us. And improving all the time. They're working extremely hard, and I think that the group can see them getting closer, which I've always said is you need that competition. That's what we need in this team, and to see those guys coming back, those big characters, will give us a huge boost for sure in everything we do. So yeah, they're improving. They won't be there, in time for tomorrow or maybe next week, but hopefully we'll see them in a not long distance.
Might start to feel like Christmas when they start to become available to you.
Yeah, well, we're getting close to January, and seeing those guys come back will be like new signings for us. Having Sweens, losing him for so early in the season. Louis appear. We haven't been able to see him since Burton, and we need to make sure that he's ready to come back. So having those two back pretty soon will give us a boost, and then Charlie probably slightly after that. Again, will be like a new signing for us, because he was just starting to show people how strong he is and his qualities. And unfortunately for him, it was a tackle that cost him quite a long period out now. And then again, same as Cask. Cask we know will be longer, but again, it'll be in the right timing for him to come back, and it'll be like another new signing. So we're all really excited to get them back, as are the players, because they're a huge part of why we've had success here for a long time.